Hi, welcome to Coffee, Thoughts, and Dawn and Candlelight. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Take a moment to breathe. Welcome to Coffee, Thoughts, and Dawn. I always love the energy of a candle. Cats don't seem to be around, so we may be safe for about 5 minutes. And remember to let that shit go, all right? So today I wanted to started talking on a subject that I've been called to talk about many times and haven't yet is, the trauma I went through with my ex. So in order to understand that, I really have to start, probably going to be a multi-video series. But you really need to start at the beginning. All right. So I asked the cards for a couple of loving cards to guide me into it today. And the first one was Holy Love. Holy Love. It says, you are blessed to receive this card today, for it shows you are being surrounded by loving energy, and the cup of your heart will be filled until it overflows with goodness. The angels who are with you now know that at times you can feel unloved and unappreciated, and thus can block your experience of love and appreciation. The divine energy that is surrounding you at this time is there to help you melt away any blockages so that you can be open and receptive to the love and appreciation that you deserve. Your angel guide is encouraging you to view yourself in a loving way and to give yourself permission to be loved. If you have been holding back for a while but are now ready to share the love you have within, this card brings the message that it is safe for you to do so. How amazing, right? Angels of love are gathering around you in awe and celebration, for you are finally willing to remember how loving and lovable you are. And heaven is guiding you to see that you deserve loving relationships, loving experiences, and loving acceptance from the world around you. This card marks a milestone in your own self-awareness. It acknowledges the steps that you have taken to claim your worth and to recognize that you deserve to be loved and respected and to feel good. Wow, right? It also acknowledges a new level of spiritual oneness, which draws even more divine love from your angels and the Creator. You are loved beyond your wildest dreams by the power and the presence that created you, and through receiving and acknowledging that love, you will create even more loving experiences in your life. Isn't that beautiful? Divine love. Absolutely. The other two cards came out. The other one is spiritual growth. Both really has to do with, really, we grow massively during traumas in life and through our challenges and stuff. So, spiritual growth. This is a powerful time for you. Your growth and understanding are unfolding at an incredible rate. You feel more connected than ever to your own soul, gifts, and purpose. Your angels are encouraging you to keep up the good work and continue expanding your knowledge, experience, and spiritual connection. When this card arrives for you, it is confirmation that the experiences and insights that you have had recently have been divinely led. You may find yourself connecting to particular energies at this time, or even experiencing guides or angels visiting you. This card is letting you know that these experiences are real and are occurring because your determination to open up spiritually. The path of light is unfolding for you, and you are being encouraged to hold your head high and focus on spiritual growth, and the rest will be taken care of for you. Extended message: every experience is a learning experience. You are a student of life and spirit. And what has happened in your life hasn't happened to you, it's happened for you. You have incredible resilience and capacity to overcome whatever darkness or unknown you face. No matter what has been served to you, you have done everything within your might and power to face it and find a way forward. Angels are acknowledging your determination and the positive, kind-hearted, and upbeat energy that has allowed you to become the wonderful person you are today. You may feel that your spiritual gifts are opening much more at this time. Beware of any visions, psychic insights, or connections you develop, as they will be pivotal to your growth. Isn't that amazing? Feeling the power of the angels. All right, so to start at the beginning. So for me, childhood was growing up with two parents that they weren't connected with themselves, so they couldn't connect with me. Like, I was born wondering, I knew my family was different from other people just because others like talked to their family, had like a friendship with their parents, and it's like my parents and I didn't know how to connect. And so I didn't feel the love, and I didn't know who I was. You know, I came across, I had different spiritual experiences through my life. And I mean, I always knew I was more than what I was in this physical body. I was more than just Dawn in this body. And I think that's really what helped me get through everything in life. So the original trauma of just not having a loving family, not having that, you know, you come into this world feeling love and you're looking, where's the love, you know? And so I didn't know who I was. I didn't know how to have confidence in myself. I didn't know how to believe in myself. I didn't even know who myself was fully. I just knew I was more than what the shell of a body and the experiences. It really started, like, both my parents passed away in 2011. So like there was a huge shift in my life, 2012. It was like I was so lost in my 40s. It was like, who's Dawn? And in the middle of moving from one job and not knowing what I was doing next, I was on a search for myself, and I was looking out here, and Dawn, of course, is in here, not out there. Took me a while to figure that out. Well, in the middle of all that, not having any self-esteem, just completely lost, was when I opened the door to my ex. I haven't talked about this yet and it's just so powerful. Anyway, I can do it. Spirit keeps saying, talk, Dawn, talk. So I'm going to share this experience because a lot of us have been through so much trauma. And, you know, I'm not here to play victim. I'm here to play the survivor. I am the victor of my life. Yes, life can still be challenging. We still have different things, but it will never, ever be that past life. Ever again. Like, I was so lost, and I opened that door to him. I opened the door. You know, I can sit here and play victim, but I'm the champion because I made it out. I walked away. I asked for help, and help came. In the middle of all the trauma is when you really find yourself, and when you're completely lost in that moment. You're like, who am I? I have to be more than this situation, more than this life. And you're just like, you feel more. You feel that there's more, but you don't see it yet. Right? Because you're so lost in that world of trauma. And so I contacted him. I welcomed him. Like, as soon as I met him, like, talk about low self-esteem, girls. And they say never judge a book by its cover. You never know what someone's been through or how they get to where they're at. I mean, we're hard enough on ourselves, let alone, you know, judge anybody. How can we judge anybody else on their path? Have you walked it? No. So anyway, like, I opened the door to that man. It was like no other connection I had ever felt. It was like other people I could walk away. Like, I could always walk away. Like, I held the power. But like, as soon as like I started talking to him, there was this strange, weird pull. And like, as soon as I looked in his eyes, it was like I was in for the full 3-year throttle. And it was just, I was so lost, and I didn't know what was up, down. About a month in, like, I don't know what the argument was or something, but I wanted to leave, and he was not going to let me leave. He did not let me leave. I started walking down the road, and he came down the road and picked me up. I was like, I was out by the pond just sobbing, and no one cared in that moment. I was like, what was going on? My world just went jarred that first time. I think it was about a month and a half in, first time he did that to me. Oh, there was more. I didn't know what was up. I didn't know what was down. I didn't know it was reality. I'm like, to really experience the darkness, you really experience, like, to experience the light, you really have to experience the darkness. And in that moment, it was like I was in this horror movie of like, do people really do this? I didn't, you hear about darkness on the news, but when you invite it, I just call it darkness. It's just, when you invite it into your life, that energy, it was just so overpowering, and I'd never felt anything like it. I mean, I was crying out to God to find myself. I was so lost after my parents passed. I had no clue how to be myself. I had no clue, like, who I was. So, of course, he came into my life. And after that first time of him not letting me go, I was out there sobbing. I was like, do people really do this to people? It was like one long horror movie moment I was jarred. It was like you're going along and all of a sudden it just jars you, like you're somewhere else completely. How do you get out of that? It took me 3 years to walk away from that. With the help of the universe, even, because it was such a powerful trauma attachment bond to this person, So yeah, like the first moment I met him, it was like I couldn't get away from him. And after the trauma, it was like I couldn't even understand why I couldn't stay away from him. Like, and it's not like he was a loyal person or somebody I should really be with anyway. Another one who just, his wife, I think, was still living with him when I met him. I mean, talk about the guilt I had on that. Like, I really tried to make amends. It's like, I don't know what happened. It was like I couldn't, it was like his energy just sucked me in, and I'd never felt anything like that. I was totally blindsided by him and who he was, and I had never dealt with a pure psychopath that has absolutely no real feelings, like, and they change within a fraction of a second. Like, 1 minute they're degrading you and you're sobbing and you're crying, and their friends show up, and all of a sudden he's this beautiful happy-go-lucky guy that wasn't fighting. She's crazy over here, she's always sobbing, I don't know why. And you can't talk to anybody, especially not their friends. And you feel embarrassed as a mom that you got yourself in this situation. Like, I never wanted to hurt my kids, but in the end I did anyway. And that takes a lot of self-forgiveness. And they're all beautiful, wonderful adults, and I have been blessed that God answered my prayers and taking care of them when I couldn't as a mom. Because I knew I was going through all of this stuff, and I didn't know who I was. Anyway, where was I? I don't know, but this is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to upload this, and we'll continue on the next one. But, it's just, we go through these things, and that's what builds our strength. We kept going and we lived through them. So I will upload this one, and thank you and bless you all for being here. Coffee, candle. My daughter bought this lovely candle. Smells like, what is it? Lilacs? Yeah. It's really good. So anyway, before I singe my nose hairs, look at that, the cats didn't bother us. Anyway, I'll upload this one and make another one. Hoo-ha, bless us all. Love you.